Hi everyone, welcome again to another episode of New Parenting Training. So today's topic, I want to talk to you guys about 10 items that were must-have for me for my first trimester of pregnancy. And so I'll start first with prenatal vitamins. So as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I had to make sure I had to take prenatal vitamins. A good friend of mine, she recommended me the Rainbow Light. It's a really good company that provides a prenatal one vitamin, and I bought the value size with 150 tablets. So this one is taken once a day, and the reason why I chose this one is because I read really good reviews that's easy on the stomach. Typically, multivitamins has a very high iron content, or they either just very smelly for me, and it just gives me a little bit of nausea and sometimes upset stomach. But once I tried this one, it really helped me. I didn't have any symptoms of stomachache or indigestion or bloating. Other things that this vitamin also has probiotics, so that also helps with the stomach and doesn't really cause much of constipation or whatnot. So this one just once a day, so very convenient to use. I think the tablets are pretty big in size for some of the women. So I'm gonna take one. So it's this size, so it's pretty hard to swallow for some women. It's not a big issue for me, but there is actually a formulation that could give mini pills. So the mini pills are smaller, but women have to take 3 of them per day. The next one is the prenatal DHA. So this one is actually very important, especially for the development for the eyes, the brain, and it has also vitamin E and choline. And this one is extracted from wild, sustainable, deep ocean fish. And they do a lot of molecular distillation, so they try to take out as much toxins as they can. So just like the prenatal vitamin, this one is once a day. I like this one because it doesn't have the fishy smell. Usually the fishy smell, especially for first trimester, it causes a lot of the nausea. So just swallowing one, and I didn't really taste the fishiness in my tongue, nor if I burp, I will have the lingering fishy smell. So this one is actually really good for me that I use. During my first trimester, I had some mild nausea, not very severe, but there's some items that actually help me for my nausea relief. So some things I would recommend is I have the ginger honey crystals. So these are actually honey, crystallized honey, and it's made of cane sugar, ginger, honey, and glucose. So to use it, you serve it as a hot beverage. So you just put it hot water and dump it in 1 packet, and then just stir it. And if you don't like it too sweet, which I usually don't, I drink half of it, and then I drink it as needed basis if I have the bouts of nausea. So this really helps me. Another item, I don't have it here because I actually ate all of it, is the ginger candy from the same company. So the ginger candy is something that's more available, readily available to take it with you in your purse, and it's chewable. So anytime I had the bouts of nausea, I'll just take one ginger candy, put it in my mouth, and let it dissolve and chew it, and that really helped me as well for the nausea. Something that also helps with the nausea is ginger ale. So I have here the Seagrams. We bought a good amount. We bought like the pack of the canned ones, and I put in the refrigerator. So this one will help with refreshment and also help with relief of the nausea. So these 3 items, so the ginger crystals, the ginger ale soda, and this was without caffeine, and the ginger candy were the 3 main ones that help me with the nausea relief. For every day, it's so important for pregnant women to maintain a good hydration. So for me, I make sure that I drink water every single day. So I have this Camelback bottle, which was really easy for me to carry with me. I have it in my office, I have it at home, I have it when I'm walking in the park. For women that are pregnant, the recommendation is about 8 to 10 cups of liquid. It doesn't have to be necessarily water, but I try to drink as much water as possible. So I drank about close to almost 3 of these minimum per day. The water is so important, or fluids in general, is so important for the development of a healthy baby, especially since the water will help to carry the nutrients from vitamins, from minerals, also from food particles that goes into the baby's body. It helps to build the placenta and replenish the amniotic fluid. It also prevents constipations, it prevents hemorrhoids, and it prevents severe dehydration, because with dehydration can also trigger preterm labor. So remember, for those that are pregnant ladies, make sure you have a good bottle to carry with you wherever you are to make sure that you're hydrated. Some women, they don't like just the plain water alone, so it's okay to use some lemon drop juice or even mix it with some of the ginger ale just to help with the relief of the nausea. On my first trimester, one of my biggest complaints that I had was acne, because of the surge of all those hormones. And so I had to make sure that I use a really good cleanser that does not irritate me on my skin nor dries the skin out. So a friend of mine recommended me Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, and she is a dermatologist, so this is something that is safe for use for pregnancy. And even it says here that it helps, also is small enough to cleanse a baby's delicate skin. So this one is a mild cleanser that helped me to wash the extra grease or the extra oil without leaving the skin to be too dry. Aside from the Cetaphil, my friend also recommended me something called Azelaic acid suspension, 10%. So azelaic acid is very safe for pregnant women as well. And what it does is that it does break down keratin, which is a protein that actually can build and clog the pores. So this is more for me to use it for prevention of acne and breakouts. So this one, you apply it in the morning and at night after you clean your face. And it also acts as a brightener, especially if you still have those acne blemishes. So it helps to reduce the appearance of those over time. My treatment for acne, so whenever I had a pimple or a breakout, I will use something called Belli Beauty, and this is colloidal sulfur. So I just basically clean my skin first, apply some of this. And my acne areas are more prone on the forehead, also on the bottom nearby my chin. And whenever I have a pimple, I'll just dab a little bit of it and just apply it onto the affected area. And I do this every time I have a new pimple. I don't put it too much because it can also dry out my skin. And so these are my items that I use for acne so far. During my first trimester, I didn't really grow very big, so I didn't have to buy a lot of clothing at that time. But I did purchase a belly band. So I have this here, a belly band. So this one is not a standard belly band. This is actually from the company by Radiant Shield. And what it has is that it's lined with Radiant Shield fabric. And so what it does is that it's a fabric that neutralizes incoming electromagnetic waves, canceling ambient radiation and reducing the exposure to the baby. So radiation coming from laptops, from cell phones, from TVs, and I'm exposed to those every day. There's actually no conclusive studies to suggest that the low everyday radiation actually harms humans or babies. But for the peace of mind, I actually end up buying it, even though we're not 100% sure that electromagnetic everyday can actually harm the baby in the long term. And so actually, I'm wearing one right now, right here. I highly recommend to buy this belly band 2 size up, because when I bought it, and by the time it was my second trimester when I was actually growing, it didn't fit me. So I had my mom to help me alter my belly band by adding extra clothing in the back. And so that's how I'm able to wear it even up to my 3rd trimester. One good thing about the belly band is that this belly band can also cover jeans. So when women are becoming bigger, they could actually unbutton the jeans and have the belly band cover it to support those jeans. So that's something that I use instead of buying new jeans during my first trimester. Alrighty, so I'm gonna move forward for things that I actually use to prepare during my pregnancy. So there are 2 books I actually recommend. This one called What to Expect When You're Expecting. So this is a book that I actually bought it from Amazon and put it into Kindle. And I put it on my phone so that I could read it on the go. So if you're traveling on the bus, train, or you're just taking a break during lunchtime, you could actually read it. And it's really easy to read, and it divides into chapters where what to expect for each month of the pregnancy, and what is the baby doing in that month, and what is the body doing in the month. I also have another book called Mayo Clinic Guide to a Healthy Pregnancy. I really like this book. I actually got this from Special Beginnings through Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is my insurance carrier. And this program provides educational videos and also education material through the website. And if people have the insurance, they sign up for the program. They provide also a nurse that will call. I can't remember how frequent, but will call to check on you. But also will send a book like this. So this one can be found in Amazon. The cost is about $21 or close to $22. But if you have the Special Beginnings program, it is for free. I like this book because it has a lot of colorful pictures, and it has also exercises that I actually use. So I marked them with tabs what type of exercises I can use during pregnancy that is safe and also will help me, especially for my back. So this is a book that I will highly recommend, especially since it's evidence-based by physicians and world-class team and doctors and care providers. So that's basically it. That's all my 10 different items that I would recommend or that actually have used during my first trimester. If you find that this video is helpful for you and you like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Until then, bye-bye.